In 1996, it was like a half a golf ball in the front of my neck. I thought it was a lymph node. It would go away. I waited 3 months. It didn't go away. I went to the doctor. She did a fine needle biopsy. It turned out to be a papillary thyroid cancer. And I had this radioactive iodine treatment. And so there was a lot of medication change. I think every 6 weeks I had to go for blood tests for a long, long time. Now I'm fine. When I had a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old at the time I was diagnosed. That was quite a bit of juggling. But everybody's good, and my 25-year-old son is going to make an appearance, I believe, sometime this afternoon. Can I tell you what I'm wearing? No. I'm wearing an orange dress by Sara Campbell.
In the beginning, before they found out that I had thyroid cancer, my face was pale. I looked like a ghost. I was choking on my food, so my mom had to crush up everything that I ate. And my hair was pretty much straw. I couldn't breathe. And then they finally, I was sent to a specialist, and they had to rush me up to Children's Hospital that day. And they told my mom if she waited any longer, then I would have been dead. And then just being in the hospital alone, I was in the hospital for a month and a half. I had tubes coming in and out of my body. Couldn't eat normal food. And I was at the point where they were afraid that I wasn't going to start breathing on my own, and they were talking about doing a tracheotomy. I was in surgery for 14 hours, and I had the radioactive iodine treatment done, and I was isolated in a room by myself. My mom couldn't come in to see me. She had to look at me through a window. So it was very traumatizing, and I think it was more for my parents as well. When it came back, I had to do a no-salt diet, a low-salt diet. It was the worst thing ever. And I was off my thyroid hormone for about 3 weeks. So I was really tired. I had no energy. I just wanted this to be done. So then I had to get the iodine treatment again. And I was isolated for 5 days. I couldn't have anybody around me except for my parents because they were in the room with me. And I see my doctor every 4 to 6 months now. And I had to go in last year to do I get a scan, so I had to go off my thyroid hormone again, do a low-salt diet again, and everything came back negative. So I was so happy about that. I chose this dress today. I feel like it will appeal to the younger crowd, maybe the young, 20-something plus crowd. I love it. The colors are bright. It's for spring, summer. I love the dress.
My friend Jackie, my dear, dear friend, asked me if I would model with her in a fashion show, and I thought that would be great, but she also told me what the event was for, which made it even that much more meaningful.
Barbara Hertz asked me to model. We went to grammar school together just a couple of years ago.
In Wellesley?
No, Brookline, Baker School in South Brookline. And so we go back a number of years. But knowing what her father did and what the event is for, I thought it would be very important. And I asked Jan to join me, and here we are.
Mine is a party dress, and I loved it because I love navy blue, but also it was just fun, and I felt like it just lifted my spirits. When we tried it on, it was sort of a gloomy winter day, and so it felt really fun to be in this dress. It also turned out to be the dress that they advertised the event in, so that made it even better.
And I chose this outfit, this cozy coral sweater and slacks, for that very reason, because it is cozy, and we did come on a cold winter day, and so even though we're here in spring, I just wanted to feel cozy.
Barbara Hertz, whose father invented this radioactive iodine as a procedure for, I think mostly thyroid cancer, is a very good friend of my husband's from high school. So she roped him into roping me into it. So that's what happened.
You look great today. What are you wearing?
I am wearing a Sara Campbell sleeveless dress with a coat, a little spring coat that has an attachment right here, and a very lovely weave bag, and a very and a very heavy necklace.
We were just introduced through a mutual friend, Joan Shea, who founded the Light of Life Foundation, and this is Heidi.
Heidi Gaucher, and I'm here to support Barbara today at the fashion show to raise money for thyroid cancer survivors here in Massachusetts.
As it turns out, not only is Heidi a thyroid cancer survivor, but she was very active in working for a pharmaceutical company that made product that complemented.
Yeah, what it did is it was a product that actually was an adjunct to follow-up therapy so that patients wouldn't have to become hypothyroid and could still get followed up so they could live a normal lifestyle, take care of their children and their family, and still get the medical treatment they needed. So I was fortunate enough to work for that particular biotech company that's based here in Boston, and I met Joan through that, and we actively worked for more than 2 decades now and really trying to help raise money for thyroid cancer awareness, but also to give patients information that they didn't get otherwise. It's medically vetted, so the information that you get on her website, which is checkyourneck.com, is written by physicians for patients. So it's a wonderful organization, and Barbara's work today to raise money for MGH, I believe.
No, it's for Light of Life.
Light of Life, in honor of her father, is outstanding. So she can tell that story much better than I can. But what a wonderful daughter to be so committed to her father's hard work and recognition in that field. It's really amazing what he did for those patients.
And really for medical science, the discovery of radioiodine is a game changer. And the work initiated, as I had mentioned before, in the 1930s, before the atomic bomb. But now it is utilized in a variety of other cancer therapies, not just thyroid, which she envisioned so many years ago. And it's used for diagnosis as well as therapeutic uses, and has really been so significant in the development of the whole field of medicine called nuclear medicine. It's really the cornerstone of nuclear medicine. It's a tremendous discovery. And the other thing, some of the physicians were talking about recently, how it's personalized medicine, because each and every patient has to be analyzed individually. And the other thing of significance is a targeted therapy. It's like a little atomic bomb. It goes into your thyroid and does this little thing and kills all the cancer cells. After surgery, the surgeon can only get out so much of the cancer, and that last little cell that's left lurking there, it's like a little Pac-Man. It will gobble it up, and also to some extent prevent new cells from forming.
Exactly. Yeah. And the nice thing about radioiodine is, unlike chemotherapies for other cancers, you don't have the side effects. You don't lose your hair, you don't lose weight, you don't go through any of the side effects. So it's really quite miraculous discovery, and it really is a game changer, because the surgeons, when they go into your neck, they have to be so careful not to hit any laryngeal nerve or anything that would cause any harm. So they can't do a total thyroidectomy, and what radioiodine does is it goes in behind the surgeon and cleans up the remaining cancer, allowing patients to live disease-free. So it's quite a great discovery. If you look at thyroid cancer, it's the highest incidence of cancer among women. Everyone talks about breast cancer, but really thyroid cancer is on the rise faster than breast cancer. So it's important that women know to get their neck checked by their OBGYN or their internal medicine doctor or even their dentist. So it's really awareness, because early detection will lead to long survival.
During the 1920s, when he applied to medical school, there were very few people who were accepted who were not white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. And for sure my dad was not. But They did have quotas, and he did attend and graduate from Harvard Medical School, top of his class, I might add. And he went back to Cleveland, Ohio to do his residency and his internship because the prestigious Boston hospitals would not accept Jews and Catholics, blacks, women, and Asians, the whole gamut. You get the picture. Anyway, he came back to Mass General Hospital in 1931 to the thyroid unit as a volunteer, and then eventually he was paid through scholarship money and through research grants. Saul Hertz, MD, first tracer use of radioiodine in studying thyroid physiology in 1937, before the atomic bomb for sure, and the first administration of the atomic cocktail, love that name, iodine 131 for thyroid therapy in 1941. And as we were talking about, radioiodine is the first targeted cancer therapy. It actually is the gold standard of this approach of going in and targeting the cancer, zapping it, and all the other tissue and your condition is left intact. Quite a discovery.